and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the three, the small forward. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Phoenix. Mitchell outside. Mobley kicks to Hunter. Now Mitchell to the middle. Stolen by Kessler. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell with it. Free throw line jump shot. It's deflected. Montgomery covered by Hunter. Now Kessler. The Jazz working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Mobley. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. No problems knocking that one down.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
And here are the Jazz now. They trail by 3. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And it's Mitchell missing.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Montgomery, and there's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Stolen by Garland. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
First one falls for him. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
All free throws good from Garland. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Clock at 6. Here's Montgomery. Mobley with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Jazz, number 1.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Jazz trail by 7. Montgomery, guarded by Garland. And stolen by Mobley. Fast break, here they come. And here is Hunter. 8 points his last outing. Wound up there for Allen. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's averaging 14 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Montgomery. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
And Cleveland turns it over again. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Jazz trail by 7. Montgomery, guarded by Garland. Montgomery, the pass to Montgomery. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Mobley. Mobley is screened. Hunter, bounce pass, and Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Montgomery, covered by Hunter. Here's Montgomery, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league,
a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
He misses the free throw. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell, and they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Sexton, he's checked in for Utah. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-5 run. Mitchell dishes to Garland. And he drives in. Allen trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going on the attack, Garland gets the defense on their heels and earns himself a trip to the line.
Throw good, Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And the Jazz making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. All free throws good from Garland.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Montgomery, defended by Strus. Outside, Markkanen. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Pass to Strus. Sexton against Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. Allen's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. 7-point differential. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
See the stat sheet here for him.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Outside, Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Garland. And it's Sexton penetrating. Here's Kessler. They set the pick. Here's Montgomery. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Cleveland leading by 5 after bursting onto the scene as a rookie. Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Dean Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Sexton against Garland. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Montgomery. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
That free throw, no good. And the Jazz making a change here. George is checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jerome is checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's Jerome, defended by Sexton. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Pass to Jerome. Mitchell right side. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now George following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And the shot is good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Allen, a screen on George. The 3 from Garland. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Montgomery, defended by Strus. That ties the game. He has 7. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And here's Garland for 3. Unable to get that one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Montgomery, the pass to George. And here's Sexton. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. With the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes. Thompson comes in for Allen, and it's Mobley in for Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Strus. Here's Thompson. And here is Garland. Defended by George. Trying to get something going. Here's Jerome. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
And it's Utah's ball. George looking over the floor. 1:39 left in the first. Here's Montgomery. And he can't bank that one in. To the inside. Just his first attempt. And it's Strus missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
The 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Garland against George. Launches it. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside, George. Here's Markkanen. Good D by Thompson.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Garland left side. Strus finds Mobley. Over Collins. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Great to see Mobley knocking down the mid-range, continuing to improve that part of his game.
Outside, Sexton. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Mobley with it. Thompson a screen on Markkanen. With 1 on the clock, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Tyson Isaac Okoro.
Quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well. Putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Utah trailing here. The guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with John Collins. And it's Montgomery in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Jerome. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Over to the wing. Mobley finds Strus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. And so Strus nails both of them. Jazz trail by 4. Outside, George. Pass to Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Cavaliers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Jerome. Trains it from beyond the arc. Jerome's got 6 points.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
Outside, George. Pass to Markkanen. Six on the shot clock. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Mobley is screened. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Pass to Okoro. Releases. Mobley misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Montgomery. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get loud right now for your Jazz Breaker Jazz Group.
Here, Hunter's checked in. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Cleveland. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And right now for the Cavaliers, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations. But I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Here's Jerome. He's got 6. And here's Strus for three. Markkanen pulls it in.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Jerome passes to Okoro. Now, here's Strus. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his fourth rebound in this one. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now, here's Sexton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Hunter grabs the miss.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Inside. And it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Jazz have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Montgomery covered by Okoro. With a step back. Hunter grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Good work there as it goes.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. They set the pick. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now, here's Okoro. Scoreless thus far. Here's Jerome, and stolen by Sexton. Here's Montgomery.